suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Hi guys, my name is Barry and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about why Michael goes or wants to go back home and why he wants to go and look out that window or look at his own self in the reflection in that window. Now before we begin, I don't have the answer. All I can do is give you an opinion on what I think. The reason I'm doing this video though is because I get a lot of questions and I get a lot of opinions on why Michael goes to that window, especially after I've done the video regarding where we're going with Halloween Ends and the whole Christine style, John Carpenter's Christine. Some people believe that Michael's mask has a power just like Christine, or they believe Michael's window has a power like Christine, and I want to address that today. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm hoping, and I don't expect David Gordon Green to go down that pure supernatural route. Yes, we've got again the supernatural elements to Michael Myers, and that's what makes his character interesting, but I think they know and they've learned from the mistakes of the past Halloween movies where if you go the supernatural route with something like that, like the Thorn, then it will fall flat in its face. So I don't believe that Michael's window or Michael's room or his house or his mask has any sort of supernatural power that is bringing him towards this window or this house. You know, you have to look at the first movie just to understand that. In 1978, Michael breaks into a drugstore and steals the first mask that he finds, and it just so happens to be that mask that we're known. So the mask itself will hold no power whatsoever. It's just a random mask that Michael stole. If you want to put power to anything, then it could be something to do with the house. It would make it creepy, but again, if they do anything like that in this timeline, then I'll be completely lost and very disappointed if they do anything like that. Some people like that aspect, some people like the idea of some sort of higher power that's given Michael this power, and that's fine. If that's the route you want to go along, that's fine, and I'm sure maybe you would like the Halloween 5 and 6 route because that's the kind of thing that they do, and there are fans of that type of story. I'm just a fan of the more grounded aspect of the Halloween franchise, very similar to the first movie, and that's why I liked Halloween 1, Halloween 2 and Halloween H2O as that sister trilogy, because it was the most grounded and realistic part of the Halloween franchise to that point. And I think David Gordon Green's trying to go that same route. He's trying to keep it realistic but give us a mystery as part of that to keep us on the edge of our seat. But if you ask me, and if you ask my opinion, why is Michael going there if not for higher power? I'm going to guess at this moment in time, I'm guessing that Michael doesn't really know much. He's a simple person. He's in a mental home for a reason, whether he's silly, stupid, slow, just a psychopath, smart psychopath, you name it, he could be in that mental home for whatever reason, and we don't know because he hasn't spoken. But if you have to ask me, at this moment in time, I would say Michael is only going to a place that he knows. He's leaving the sanitarium once again and he's going back to where he knows. He'd done it in the first movie as well, in 1978. He went back home and that's where he first encountered Laurie Strode when she was dropping keys off at the Myers house. So he's doing the same thing again. He's going back home again. It makes sense because he'd done it in the first movie. So he's going back home, not for any higher power, but that's all he knows. And he's gone upstairs into his sister's bedroom where he killed his first victim. Again, that's all he knows. And he's looking out the window into nothingness, I believe. I don't think he's looking at his reflection because he can easily look in the mirror that's just below him. So he can look at his reflection in a mirror. I think he's just looking out into Haddonfield like the cops say at the beginning of Halloween Kills. He's not really thinking, he's just looking out there into nothingness. It shows that Michael has that blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, not literally, but just figuratively speaking. So I think he's just looking out into nothingness. If you ask me my opinion, that's it. He's not there for any reason whatsoever, other than the fact that it's the only place he knows. It might be the only place that he feels comfortable in. Not that that's his excuse for killing people, because he just does that on the side, but he's just going home, he's going to chill out, look out the window, into nothingness. As I said guys, there is no correct answer at this moment in time unless we get an answer, a definitive answer in Halloween Ends, But if we don't, we can always just speculate. And that is my opinion. But my question to you guys is, what is your opinion? Do you think there is some sort of higher power in as to why that's his excuse for killing people that window? Do you think there's some higher power with the random mask that he picked up in the drugstore? As always, guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. As I said, guys, there is. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.